It's no surprise we're seeing lower water levels.
We rely on the snowpack in the winter to fill our bays in lake with water.
Greg Swagel, who's been boating on the bay for around 70 years, says it could become a problem, especially for those unfamiliar with the area.
I just watch these people that have out-of-state plates and hope that they pay attention.
Ken McDonald says for boaters, now is the time to be prepared navigating the channels, especially with how much the water levels have dropped.
You're going to see a lot of boats with either minor or major damage. They're either going to take propellers out or possibly lower units of their boat. If you don't have a depth finder, you're just crazy. You know, it's a very inexpensive safety piece of equipment.
The harbor master's advice, be mindful. Make sure you know the rules and stay aware of the changing water levels. In Sturgeon Bay, Hannah Lopez, NBC 26.
A fifth person has died after an apartment fire in Milwaukee. The fire happened on Sunday, and several people had to be rescued from the burning building, including an elderly person and a baby. The Red Cross says nearly 100 people have been displaced because of this fire. The cause has not yet been determined, and the victims have not been identified. The father of the teenage girl who killed 2 people in a Madison school shooting has posted bail and is now out of custody. Jeffrey Ruppnow is facing 2 charges, including intentionally selling a dangerous weapon to a person under the age of 18. On Friday, a judge set Ruppnow's bond at $20,000. In December, his daughter Natalie shot and killed a student and a substitute teacher and hurt 6 others at Abundant Life Christian School before taking her own life. Police are still trying to determine Natalie's motive. Today is a national movement. It's called A Day Without Childcare. It's an annual day when childcare centers and advocates highlight the importance of accessible and affordable childcare across the country. So it's good timing for our Claire Peterson to tell us more about a new childcare program coming to Winneconne next year.
When a kid enters public school, that's 7 or so hours that a parent doesn't need to worry about childcare. But what about the hours between when a kid gets off of school and a parent isn't off of work yet? Well, next year in Winneconne, there will be a solution for parents.
Hi, how's it going? Good. Okay. I'm just walking around, popping in to say hi.
Lisa Hughes is the principal of Winneconne Elementary School. She says the district has never provided an after-school program until now.
Called our games room.
Next year, they'll partner with the Boys and Girls Club of Oshkosh to provide childcare after school for $10 a day. It's part of the solution to what the Department of Children and Families calls a growing childcare crisis.
And then keep in mind,
And Hughes says since the program is ran out of the elementary school, it's a great option for families.
if you can't be home with your own children, what's the next best thing? It's to be kind of in a structured environment, which is school. It's safe. There's a tornado shelter. They've done fire drills, safety drills, so they know that. But I think the biggest thing is the parents want that sense of safety.
The Boys and Girls Club tells me next year they'll plan on extending this program through the summer. In Winneconne, I'm Claire Peterson, NBC 26.
A new season brings new expectations, and Green Bay's defensive coordinator is making it clear that good isn't good enough. How Jeff Hafley plans to evaluate the Packers' defense in year 2 coming up.
You're watching NBC 26, part of the Scripps News Group.
Taking a look at the stock market, stocks bounced back in a big way today after the U.S. and China reached an agreement to slash tariffs in hope to avoid a trade war. The Dow ended the day by up more than 1,100 points, while the Nasdaq increased by 779 points and the S&P up 184 points. The trade deal between the U.S. and China is for 90 days, with each side lowering its tariffs on its goods by 115%. A summer favorite is about to return, and it's free for neighbors that live in one village. Carl Winter is at Duck Creek Quarry with those details.
Just a few weeks away from these zip ties being cut off and the beach opening for the season. Today is the first day you can pick up the wristbands you need to be allowed to swim here.
With winter weather in the rearview mirror,
it's a long time coming.
The sunshine at this quarry-turned lake
It's a beautiful day. We're happy to be here.
is a welcome feeling
Good girl.
for people, flora, and fauna, like Tom Brodhagen
Good girl. Okay, here we go.
and his golden retriever, Penny.
It's beautiful out here. This is something like you wouldn't expect. You got the beach for people to go swimming. You can play with your dog here. There's always somebody fishing off of the dock there. There's a little bit of something for everybody.
The beach will open for swimming Memorial Day weekend, and Teresa Michalski says she and her 2 toddlers will be taking full advantage.
My kids like going to the water and seeing the geese and the ducks, and we just have a blast out here.
Howard residents like Teresa can get up to 5 swimming wristbands for free. Non-Howard residents can also get a max of 5, but they have to pay $25 for 2 or $50 for 5. As for the bird flu the quarry was dealing with in December, a Howard Animal Control officer says on social media that it's under control, writing in part, testing by local and federal labs found no trace of the virus in the water. To get your wristband, you'll have to fill out an order form online. We'll link to it on NBC26.com, and then you have to pick it up in person at the Howard Public Works Department. In Howard, Carl Winter, NBC26.
Although we do not have drought conditions right now, it's been almost 2 weeks since most of us have seen measurable rain. Could that be about to change? Your forecast is coming up.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland, featuring the 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by your Wisconsin Chevy Super Dealers.
Our normal high temperature is now in the mid-60s, and with highs in the 80s today, away from Lake Michigan, we were running 15 to 20 degrees above that, making today the warmest day in 7 months. It really felt like summer out there this afternoon, and this evening it still feels like summer. We've got 84 degrees in Mountain, 85 in Wapaka. It's currently 80 in Fond du Lac, but right near Lake Michigan, it is quite a bit cooler. We've got 53 in Kewaunee, right on the beach. A couple miles inland in Manitowoc, it is in the upper 60s. So all in all, just a beautiful evening. In Appleton, you can see blue skies and southeast winds at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. In Green Bay, still holding on to that bright sunshine and blue skies. The temperature is 83. So yeah, it was warm today, but nowhere near the record high that was set 3 years ago today when we hit 94. And there was a 94 out there earlier today to our north and west. That's right, Fargo hit 94 today. We had 95 in Bismarck, 95 in Pierce, South Dakota. And typically, weather moves from west to east across the country, but that is not headed our way. We have an upper level low that is located to our south in northeastern Arkansas, and it looks like this system is now going to rotate back to the north and northwest for the next couple of days, and that means we're going to see increasing clouds tonight, and then we'll have a chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms as we head through tomorrow and also Wednesday. Skycast shows those clouds backing into northeast Wisconsin tomorrow morning. We'll still have some sunshine, but we'll also have a chance for a scattered shower or a thunderstorm. We'll also have southeast winds that'll be quite gusty. When you add all that together, it does look like temperatures will cool down a little bit from today. I think most of us will be in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. The Timber Rattlers are playing tomorrow evening, and I think it's going to be dry or mainly dry, but there is a chance for a shower as temperatures fall from the 70s through the 60s. And then on Wednesday, with that pesky upper level low still kind of moving north and northwest, we'll have a chance once again for a few scattered showers and maybe a thunderstorm. Temperatures on Wednesday will be fairly similar to what we're going to see tomorrow. Not as warm as today, with upper 70s to around 80. Now, severe weather season is really starting to ramp up, but you can't tell it so far this month because we've had no severe weather here in May. That could change on Thursday. The Storm Prediction Center has already highlighted most of central and southern Wisconsin for the threat of severe weather. We obviously will be watching that as we get closer. So tonight, increasing clouds, lows in the mid to upper 50s. Tomorrow, a chance for a shower or a thunderstorm with clouds and a little bit of sunshine mixing together. My 3-degree guarantee is 77. If I can hit that high within 3 degrees, we will donate $100 to Dortran, which we did last week. We'll have the same type of weather on Wednesday. Warmer on Thursday, a chance for afternoon or evening thunderstorms. Those could be strong to severe, and then turning much cooler as we head into the weekend and early next week.
NCAA tournament bound and hosting. John Miller caught up with the UW Oshkosh softball team as they celebrated Selection Monday. This week, we get a chance to hear from the Packers assistant coaches about the offseason. Kelly Hallinan reports from Lambeau with more on what defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley is saying heading into year 2.
I need to be better this year. Our coaches need to coach better. Our players need to play better. We just don't want to stay the same. We want to be better. We lost in the playoffs. That wasn't good enough.
Entering year 2 as the Packers defensive coordinator, Jeff Hafley is proud of what he's accomplished, but ready to improve. He said without looking at the stats or numbers, the defense was confident, communicating, and playing more physical than their opponents. Hafley said his hope last season was to get better each week in the new system, and he said his guys came alive at the end. He said he was most proud of how the defense played their best football late in the season, and now it's all about building on that.
You know, in a perfect world, you want to get back